Let's talk about fear. Fear of success. What does that mean to you? Everybody has fear. Your mom has fear, your dad, everybody has had some type of fear in their life. What are you doing to get out of that fear? Some people fear that if they become successful that it's going to take away from their family. Or some people fear that they're going to end up failing. Or some people fear that they're going to grow too fast and then they won't be able to support what it is they're trying to do. There's so many different reasons and there's so many different ways that people fear success. And so it inhibits them from being able to really do what it is that their heart desires. In order to be successful, you have to be uncomfortable. You have to be able to push yourself out of that. What I live by is I live by fear. A principle I call fears. I call it embracing or facing your fears. F in fears means that I've had to fail. You'll have to fail. In order to be successful, you will have to fail. It's just a matter of life. It's reality. In my younger years, I started in my business and I made a bunch of money and I got so big so quick, and guess what? I ended up filing bankruptcy. That was a failure. And it's okay, because I looked at that failure as a restart, a reset. And I utilized that in order to get back on my feet. Yeah, I was kicked in my butt. I was knocked down, but I got back up. And the difference between a person who fails and a person who succeeds is the failure stays falling. The successful person is the one who gets back up and keeps fighting. You're gonna have to fail maybe 1, 2, 3, 10 times before you get to that level of success. Just keep pushing. The E in fears is embarrassment. Oh boy, I can tell you some times where I've been embarrassed. Sometimes people might look at you and they might say, oh God, what is he doing? What is she doing? Sometimes you may tell somebody something. You might tell somebody your dreams and they might laugh at you. First of all, don't tell anyone your dreams until it's already come to fruition. Don't tell anybody what you're gonna do. Let them see what you've done. But sometimes embarrassment happens. Sometimes you'll be doing something and you might fall flat on your face. I remember when I first got my real estate license and I was showing homes and there was 2 things. I didn't have money, 3 things. I didn't have the great car and I didn't have good clothes. But I was hungry. I was hungry for success. And so I recall going out showing property and I had this raggedy car and there was 4 Windstar and my door used to fly open. A little sliding door used to fly open. And I was out showing property to my clients and while I'm turning the corner, my client's holding the door closed. Yes, I was embarrassed. In fact, I was humiliated. But more than I was embarrassed, I was hungry. And so what I did is I overcompensated with my service. Yes, I was embarrassed. Sometimes you will be embarrassed. Push through. You're going to have to be uncomfortable in order for you to find success. The A in fears is putting all your cards on the table. Be willing to bet on yourself. For me, that means there's no plan B's. Whatever it is that I want to do, I'm going to just go for it. When I first became self-employed and I was an independent contractor, got my real estate license, and I got laid off in the Silicon Valley, me and my husband said, listen, he said, we're going to put all our cards on you. We're going to bet on you. It's all or nothing. I was not going to go back to corporate. I was not going to get back on that road. I was not going to get any type of job that was going to take me away from my goal of achieving success. No plan B's. I put all my cards on the table. The R in fears is risks. You got to be willing to take risks. You're standing on that ledge and there's something that you want to do, but you have this fear. You don't want to take that risk and jump off. You have to jump off in order to make it to the other side. See, I've spent thousands of dollars and lost thousands of dollars on my dreams, on investing in myself. But guess what? I made hundreds of thousands of dollars in investing and taking risks. Got to be willing to take those risks. Got to be willing to invest in yourself. If you're not willing to do that, you might as well just go back to your 9 to 5 or go back to living a humdrum life. And the S in fears is sleepless nights. I'm going to tell you something right now. Successful people do not keep normal business hours. It's just a fact of life. We don't work 9 to 5. We don't work 10 to 2. We work 9 to 9 around the clock. I can recall when I first got my license, I was up to the wee hours of the morning just looking for programs for people who were like me, who wanted to buy houses. I was 23 when I first got my own home. I was 26 when I got my real estate license. I just wanted to help people. What programs can I utilize that are going to help people who didn't think that they could own a home? What can I do differently? How can I help people? Let me search the internet, see what I can do to help people. I stayed up to the wee hours of the morning doing that. Years later, when I started my real estate practice, I stayed up to the wee hours of the morning trying to figure out my business plan. I'm writing my business plan. I'm setting my infrastructure. I'm creating my strategic goals. I'm doing everything that I can in order to make my business successful. And guess what? During both of those times, I didn't let people know what I was doing. They didn't know Catalyst Real Estate Professionals was in existence until the day we opened our doors. They didn't know I had been working on it for a year prior to that. So that's what you have to do. You just got to work on it. Set that foundation. You might fail. You probably will. You might be embarrassed. I'm sure of it. You got to put all your cards on the table and be willing to take risks. And you are going to have some sleepless nights, but that's okay. Because on the other side of that, fear is success. Because your dreams come true. How does that sound?